I wanted to go out to work again. This is when the children were sort of 7 to 10 sort of age. And so I managed to get a wonderful warehouse in Southwark, where I was for about 18 years. I used that. It was a proper warehouse with lovely big warehouse windows. And that was great for me. And I had a couple of presses at the time. And I became a member of the Royal Society of Painted Printmakers. Previous to that, I was in the theatre. I had spent a lot of my time at university doing sets and costumes, and it was like another career really, because I was a serious designer for about 10 years. I was working at the Young Vic, and I've had a show on the West End and at the National. Even if the set was very simple, when the lighting designer came in, the whole thing just changed and it came alive. So one had to be aware of what was possible with light in that situation. And so what I've been working on, I think, does come from that experience as a stage designer, thinking about the way one can make things iridescent. In the early days when I was sort of splattering huge set, you'd splatter with different colours and the light will pick up depending on what colours you'd got in there. Yeah, it's very similar. Being a set designer was an impossible thing. It was an itinerant profession which some men can manage, but I don't know very many women, certainly family-oriented women, can manage. So I had to find something else. I went to Morley College and learnt printmaking because they had a creche. And I loved it. So I got into doing etching, and then a few years later, because I liked the three-dimensional aspects of this particular printmaking that I was doing, I started to want to print with actual objects and put them through the press, which has its technical difficulties. If I'm using plant material, which I have done at times, if it's got moisture in it, then it sometimes just swashes flat. But other times, it's just enough there to get this lovely organic kind of flowing feeling. And it often shows the growth patterns, which is what I'm most interested in. There's a difference here basic difference between the two methods that I use for my printmaking. One is collagraph, and this particular one I'm drawing with PVA, and then I'm using carborundum, which is this material here that you shake on to the PVA. You put that on, it has this wonderful dark silky. When it's printed, it's like an aquatint, but much, much richer and darker. So it works for what I do. So these three plates have been done separately, left in the acid for various lengths of time. I mean, this one here has sort of almost gone through the whole of the plate. Something like this is a coarse aquatint, which is only left in for a short time, and this is completely not shown the acid. So then we put carborundum around the outside. We cut a mat like that, and then we can ink up the inside with the three different primary colours that I tend to use for my rubs, and that gives that iridescence that I like in my prints.